Happy Monday morning. It's time for another live stream. I have upgraded the studio a little bit. Now I got another camera. Hi. Because I'm making some changes how I do things. I'm real excited. It's time to, I don't know, have fun again. I feel like I'm coming out of the fog from the divorce that I went through last year. Returning a little bit to myself, returning a little bit to my life, returning a little bit to how I did things before. It's been just a wild ride. It's been a wild ride. What a gut punch sometimes life gives you. Life can be, right? I've been working from home a lot, which I used to do almost exclusively, and I love working from home, but it's definitely different than going to an office all the time. I still have my office, I still have my studio, but got to decide what to do with that. But I do love these live streams, and also, oh wait, what have I got here? There we go. The Becoming Thin live stream here on YouTube. It's really nice to be here with you guys each week. I've really enjoyed getting to connect with y'all on these Monday mornings. I've been doing Monday morning live streams now for years. I've been doing this, coming virtually every Monday. I used to do them on Facebook, and then Facebook Live started getting stupid, and I kept getting copyright stricken for music when there wasn't even music playing, because, that's how Facebook be. So, hey, go ahead and say hello in the chat. Oh, I need to reverse that, because now that I'm looking this way, hold on. I've reversed my monitors, because this past weekend, I know better than to reshape that, man. Come on. Why'd you do that, Terrell? You know better. You know better. All right, there we go. All right, let's see. Good morning. Looking crisp, thank you. Oh, I need to move that. Not supposed to come now over here, since we're this way. Good morning, Rachel. How you doing since our last check-in in the hot seat, Rachel? How you feeling? Wait, didn't we do it? Yeah, we did a check-in, didn't we, last week? My brain is telling me we did. I did a bunch last week. I'm doing a lot more of these, which, by the way, in the guild, we're doing these grounding sessions, so I'm trying to say it everywhere because I want everybody to know. I will now, if you look at the schedule in the guild, actually, you know what? I should. Let me do a screen share here. Hold on. Let me tidy up my windows so I can do screen shares easier. All right, close. I can close this. I can close this. I can close this. There we go. Way less windows. All right, let me open a private browser so I can log into a dummy user account so you can see what, I want you all to see what you would see here. Let's see. Oh, I don't want to do that. Hold on. I just changed the background. There we go. Private browser. All right, got the private browser. Let me log into the guild, because I want to show you all some of what's coming. All right, let's see. Screen share. Is that grabbing the right one? That is not. That needs to grab just Safari. Just this one. Perfect. I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. Okay. I need to log in. Let me do that. That is not how you spell .com. Okay. Now we're in. We're in. So if you look on the guild calendar now, you're going to see grounding sessions. So like, here's the live stream we're in right now, right? So that's in there. You can always RSVP to it. You'll get notified. But you'll see here now grounding session plus Q&A. And then you'll see like this one, grounding session, 15-minute session. So if it's just a 15-minute session, what that means is it's just a grounding session. That's it. I'm bouncing at the end of it because I'm still going to throw those in. But when you see these other ones that say grounding session plus Q&A, what that lets you know is the first 15 minutes is the grounding session where it's just the education. It's just to get your mindset, get your focus for the day. But then I'm going to hang around after for Q&A. If nobody has any questions, I'm going to bounce, right? I mean, I'm not going to hang out if nobody wants to talk. But I want to make sure that people are getting access to me if you want to sit down in the hot seat and talk and ask whatever you need to ask. So you'll see those in there. Now I'm about to publish over the next few days here in the Guild. You're going to see the rest of the calendar getting populated, because the Understanding and Overcoming Emotional Eating course, like you can see if we go back in time, you can see this is what a calendar kind of typically looks like. But the Understanding and Overcoming Emotional Eating course is over, and we're going to be, not next week, but it's probably going to start on the 20th. The Empowerment Boot Camp is going to kick off. And I'm really excited about the Empowerment Boot Camp. I'm real excited about it. So the Empowerment Boot Camp was beginning May 2026. This is an annual program. I've done it once a year since the founding of the Guild, and really excited to bring that to you. Oh, yes, Joseph. Thank you. Please don't forget to smash that like button. Do me a favor. So just wherever you are on your screen, it totally helps with YouTube. It feels awkward to ask for it, but be sure to smash that like button. That'll get this in front of more people. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell. You'll be notified whenever I go live. You also can go to my website, what I said there on the Guild, and do a free account, which gets you just basically you can RSVP to the live stream to be notified. And you can do my free weight loss course. So the Kickstart, those of you that are new, wanting to get started on your weight loss journey, don't forget about the Kickstart program, which is my free daily coaching program. It'll run you through for about 19 days, gives you a taste of what it's like to work with me, give you a taste of what it's like to do the program. And then, of course, in the Guild, we have our year-long daily coaching program, which hopefully you all are doing. And then, of course, we have the podcast on Fridays, the Becoming Thin podcast, which is now moving to an every other week posting schedule. I may republish these live streams on the Becoming Thin podcast, maybe. I don't know that I will, because I tend to make these pretty visual heavy. But the podcast still every Friday. There's 250 episodes. There's so much there. But I need the bandwidth back, because the daily coaching program is taking up a lot of my time, as well as I'm making a whole bunch of other courses in the Guild. Really, I've been noticing, like, y'all seem to be really liking the courses. Y'all seem to be really liking the short clips, like the 15-minute, 7-minute, 20-minute ones. The hour ones still are there, but I'm now representing a lot of the old stuff, but I'm redoing it into 15-minute chunks and dropping it in. So if you're wanting to see the courses, so again, I know some of y'all, you're not in the Guild, so you don't know, but many of y'all are in the Guild, so this is kind of your chance to get your news. The starting line is the Kickstart and Become in the 5-Pound Challenge. So if you need that when you come to the Guild, you do that. Stages of weight loss, I want everybody to keep an eye out for it, because, like, for example, I'm putting success tips. Wow, that was hard to say. Down here as well. And of course, keep an eye out on the Becoming Thin Philosophies course, because I am adding to this every week. Multiples a week are getting added. And what's happening is, like, the grounding sessions, I'm recording them locally on my end, higher quality, and they're getting dropped here. The grounding sessions are going to stay up for replay for a month. So you can go a month back, but then you can catch all of them here. And then the tactical toolkit, I'm getting ready to publish another round of tactics for that. And then, of course, the Understanding and Overcoming Emotional Eating course. This Wednesday is the last one. Week 10 will be done. And the full revamping of this course is done. It's over and it's up. It's live, ready for replay. This course is phenomenal. I cannot stress enough how important it is. If you struggle with emotional eating in any way, I definitely want you to consider this one. It's really helped a lot of people have tremendous clarity on their weight loss goal, because they can see how emotional eating is really impacting them on their journey. But now here's the thing though, Kate, you're going to miss the weekly podcast. However, let's come back in here to the Guild, because if you haven't noticed, every week, and you're getting a new episode of the Food, Body, and Mind podcast. So if you're a Guild member, you're not missing anything, right? I mean, I'm still going to publish them here. You're going to get tons of extra content still coming. But when I was looking at my schedule, I had to claim some bandwidth back, and I, as much as I didn't want to do it, I had to look at the Friday podcast, because it's just, by the time I get to Friday, I am just creatively zonked, because I'm creating so much throughout the week now. I got to manage that bandwidth. So, hey, let's come check in the comments, see how y'all are doing. Yeah, I'm excited for the Empowerment Bootcamp, Bree. This is going to be a good one. The theme is connection. The theme is connection. So every Empowerment Bootcamp's had a different theme. So this one's going to be about connection. And I may have last year's Empowerment Bootcamp ready to go. So I will be adding last year's Empowerment Bootcamp after this one, because we're going to have an Empowerment Bootcamp course. So if you want to go back through them again, you can do that. But this one's going to be a great one. Whoa, did not mean to. Come on. Why did I shrink? There we go. Oh, when I scroll with my scroll wheel, it makes that shrink. That's what happened. All right. Now we're going to talk a little bit about spirituality and weight loss. I'm going to be reading a little bit from this book, Zen Mind, Beginner's Mind. This is a book that I read from. It's been a wonderful book in helping me in my practice. I have very much over the last several months lost my way on my path. Well, I haven't lost my way. I've just needed to go on a bit of a detour. I was talking about it in the Guild Warrior Pack on Marco Polo, so head on over to the Guild Warrior Pack if you want to catch what I'm talking about there. I kind of go more in depth. I'm not going to dig into it here. But I've realized that I've kind of lost my spiritual center, I guess you could say. I've been working through a lot of things in my mind to get my headspace right. And but I find I was doing some journaling this weekend, and I wrote the phrase, "I'm ready to return to the path," is what I wrote. And that's really what it is I'm ready to return to the path of working on my heart, on my mind, on my soul. Hold on, I'm adjusting this other camera here. I'm going to have another camera angle, because part of what I like, does it matter? No, but I sure do like having multiple camera angles to kind of turn and talk and add emphasis. But with this camera angle, well, let me show you what I'll be able to do with this one, why it matters. And I also will need to start using a slightly different microphone, because I miss being able to go to a whiteboard and write, or my paper. So I'm going to be doing that. But also, I want to be able to demonstrate some exercises. And so I have a lovely space right here. So I got to bring some of my exercise equipment back. And then I can demonstrate some exercising. I can just demonstrate some exercises, which will be really, really nice. Oh, Tracy, excited to join the guild. Well, I'm excited to have you join the guild. I'm excited to have you join it. Carla, Empowerment Bootcamp has brought me very close OSPs. That's one of the things I love about the Empowerment Bootcamp, is it has fostered so many great connections for people. And that's why I decided this year, when doing the Empowerment Bootcamp, to really, really lean into making the theme of it being connection. Connection. I love coffee so much. Coffee's just wonderful. Wonderful. Wait, you don't see the Becoming Thin philosophies on your end? You don't? Does anybody else see Becoming Thin? Hold on, let me go check that. Why do you not see that? You definitely should see that. Oh, no, that does not have everybody in it. That might, how did I miss that? Let's fix this real quick. I'm going to fix this right now. I am not waiting. So let's see, bulk actions, new workflows, bulk action. We're going to fix this immediately, because, yeah, you have got to have access to the Becoming Thin philosophies, because that's where I'm putting all the dang replays. So let's see, space, add members to space. Yes. Select space, philosophies. Hold on. No. Let me double check one thing, because you should have access to it. Access groups. Sorry, I'm doing all the admin stuff behind the scenes now to look at this. Here we go. Finding guild standard. Access. Course list. Huh. No. Let's add it. Okay, no, it's there. Becoming Thin Philosophies right there. Well, then I wonder why you don't have it. Oh, wait, I think I see why. Hold on. So, Joseph, you're saying if you click on courses, it's not there. Well, I guess I can, hold on. I can synthesize by doing view as. I have this really fun option where I can do view as and see what another person sees. So if I go to courses, you do indeed not see it. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's go to that bulk action that I was just making. Add member to space, select space. There we go. Continue. Continue. Run now. Yes, confirm and run. So this should now give you access. This will take a second to run. If it doesn't, then I think I know what it is. Grant access to philosophies course. That would explain why there wasn't more people registering for that. I was wondering. Being able to sit cross-legged in office. Oh, so were you noticing that? Yeah, my favorite thing. I love it. I absolutely love sitting like this. I do it all the time, like all the time. Even if I'm in pants or whatever, I love. This is like has not gotten old once. I still love doing it. I love being able to like do this. Like a chair like this would not have been big enough. What did I just knock over? No, it's my pens. I can get those later. I used to have to look up weight limits of chairs. I love being able just to go buy a chair and not have to. You don't have it either. Okay. All right. Let's see. Okay, so it's running now. It's still running. So I'm going to go double check, see if you can see it now. You might have to refresh, Joseph, but you should, or Hope, you said you couldn't see it, so I'll check your account too, and I see you right here. View as Hope. Courses, there you go. Now you have it, Hope, you have it now. And Joseph, let me check on you. You should have it. Actually, now everybody should have it. Wow, I am really glad I shared this because, and y'all told me this because that had slipped below my radar because, okay, you see it now? Okay, good. And I'm looking here on my end, confirming, yes, it is there. Okay, noted. Now let me see that course and see why, because according to how it was set up, you should have been able to see it. There we go. And I'm going to make one more tweak. There we go. That should help. All right. Excellent. You know what I'd like to do? Let's see. Hey, Chris, haven't checked in for a while. Well, hello. I have unfortunately undone my progress. Went from 100 kg to 90, then back to 98. Well, look, this is why I created the programs that I did, because we have to really stay in this journey and stay committed long enough for all the changes to take. So let me ask you, why do you think undid your progress? Like, what happened? What went wrong? What didn't go quite right? Kind of give me a little bit more insights to this. We'll see here. Let's come back to the comments just in general. Good morning, Gail. Good to see you. Connections with people outside of work equal non-existence, generally by choice. So this is harder for me than the weight loss. Yes. Well, this is part of what I'm seeing is so many people, they're not really sure how to connect anymore. And so this is why I'm creating for the Empowerment Bootcamp, we're doing the theme of connection. We're going to talk about the skills of connecting with other people. And I'm going to give you assignments. We're going to create experiences to help you practice connecting with each other. Because connecting with other people is just so helpful. So helpful. Why is your daughter's name popping up? Probably means you're logged into your daughter's YouTube account, which is what that's what that would point to. Let's see how many people are here. 59. All right. You know what I'd like to do? Let's do a celebration. So here's what I want you to do. I want everybody now. I'm going to play. I need to both go to the bathroom because, you know, I've had 3 cups of coffee and I haven't peed. So, you know, you can take care of that. But I'm going to play a video. But what I want to do, I think it is time to do some champion shout outs. It's time to do some celebrations. You know, we want to have play the fun music and let's do some celebrations. So what I want you to do now is to drop a win, anything from the last couple weeks, any non-scale victories, any behaviors you did, just any win that you want to celebrate, drop them in the chat. And then we're going to do a little celebration. And while you're waiting, while y'all are doing that, I'm going to get a video and we'll play something. We'll play a video while you're doing that. And let's see, what's a good one to do for a, oh, here we go. We'll do this one. I always like this one. This one's a good one. So I'm going to play this video. And what I want you to do is drop down in the chat what your win or your victory is. And hold on. I'm going to be perfectly honest with all of you. I'm not even trying to help you lose weight faster. I'm not even trying. Okay. That's not long. That is not a long enough file. We need a longer file. Doop-a-doo, doo-doo, doo-doo, doo. Doop-a-doo, doo-doo, doo-doo. Yeah, we'll try this one. See, how long is this one? I am not suggesting to stop. Yeah, that one's fine. All right. So this will be a minute and a half. I want you to drop your wins in the chat, but when you do that first, I need to drop a I'm going to put some text on the screen. So that way if somebody happens to show up, drop a win in the chat. I'll put that right here. Right there. And celebrations beginning shortly. That way, if somebody happens to like walk up and get on the live stream while that video is playing, we'll have the text here. And then I won't have to do this again because next time it'll already be done. All right. 3, 2, 1. Be right back. I am not suggesting to stop caring about the scale as a result, because the result is useful. It is useful information. You can use it to make educated decisions on what you should do when you take that result and you put it with a whole bunch of other results, not just the scale. Like different types of data points over a trended period of time can help you make very educated decisions. I'm not saying stop caring about the results. I'm saying stop caring about the story in your mind. That's what you got to stop caring about. You see, if you look within your mind, when you get on the scale, and if you feel bad or feel good, either way, if you have an emotional reaction to the scale, ask yourself, did I tell myself a story? Did I tell myself what this means? Did I tell myself that this is evaluating if I've done good or not? You will find that when you go to look in your brain, you're going to see stories all over the place. The scale has never ruined your day. The story you chose to believe is what ruined your day. And so when you get on the scale and it goes up and you tell yourself, well, this means I'm going to fail. And you decide to go, that story is true. Now you're walking around believing a story that you are going to fail, and the proof is the scale. How do you think that's going to make you feel emotionally? Are you going to feel the desire to go out there and kick ass today on your weight loss goal when you're like, it doesn't matter what I'm going to do, I'm going to fail because the scale says so? That's the story. All right, you know what the music means, right? You know what the music means. The music means it is time for us to begin our celebrations. So, let's celebrate. Let's celebrate with the music. Oh, I need to reverse these real quick because I've changed my monitors. All right, put your win in the chat. No victory is too small. Nothing is too big. All that is required is that it is something you did and showed up for yourself. It could be in the last week or two. All right, I'm not feeling this one. I'm not feeling this song. Let's try this one. No, that's the one we're feeling. All right, let's do this. Let's do this. And if you really impress me, you're going to get some sort of something on the screen like a winner, or you're gonna get the applause. I'll have applause, and we'll see how we go. If you don't get it, don't worry about it. Sometimes I just get caught up. I am pushing a lot of buttons over here. So, all right, let's do this. Let's find the first one. Where's the first victory? Don't worry, Hanny. We'll come back to you. All right, let's see. Here it is. Gail, first one kicking us off. I have maintained my weight during a difficult time. Sorry about the difficult time, but I'm glad that you've maintained your weight and taken care of yourself during that. That makes you a winner, even if when you go through the hard times. Yes, sometimes going through the hard times is when we find out if we've changed or not. All right, let's see. I scrolled too far. Tracy made a last-minute road trip to see my son over the weekend, 4 hours away, with no pain, and he could not believe how much smaller I looked. 38 pounds since December. Congratulations. Congratulations on the weight loss. Excellent job. Got a PR at a 5K on Saturday. Love it. Love it. Great job getting that 5K PR, Carla. Excellent job. All right, continuing on. Sarah, I'm winning right now. Oh, we got a win in progress, do we? I'm out on a solo hike. Never would have done this before. Tough Mudder really shifted some things in my mind. Oh, so proud of you doing that. Isn't hiking great? I lost a lot of my weight going on hikes. Hikes is a wonderful way to lose some weight. So great job, Sarah. Great job. We're just gonna say an I love it. We'll give you an I love it for that one. Excellent. All right, Harley hiked 9.4 mile trail with 2,600 feet of elevation, a rock scramble with a backpack, and another Gildy on Saturday. Amazing. Isn't it amazing when we just get out there and just go do something like that casually, just because? Just because. You don't even need a reason. You just go out and do it. Love it. Tara ran my fastest mile on Saturday, 8 minutes and 2 seconds. That's a quick-ass mile. Congratulations on hitting that. Congratulations. All right, let's see what else we got. No running for a week. Had to get more walks in, connecting back with the guild. Hey, I know how hard it is to make that pivot, and I'm glad you're making it. You're making it for your future self. I promise you're going to be proud. You're going to be happy, Hope, as you do it. Shift that focus. Your body's going to change. It's going to adapt to the new stimulus. It's going to be good. I'm willing to bet you're going to notice some changes in your appetite, too. Successfully completed my second week of the Foundation Challenge. Excellent. Excellent. You got to keep showing up. It's making you a winner. It's the showing up again that makes you winning. Great job. Great job. All right. Joseph, new low today, and as of this morning, I'm 1 pound away from hitting 150 pounds. 150 pounds, 1 pound away. I love it. Dude, you're about to lose 150 pounds. Like, you're about to do it. That's amazing. I mean, simply amazing if you really stop to think about that, at how much weight you've lost. And I know you're not done. I know you got more to go. And if you've done this much, you already know you can do the rest. It's just a matter of time, right? Hiked a mountain this weekend. I saw your post. I saw you in the guild sharing that. Actually, you know what? No, I'll share it later. Didn't wait to reach my goal until start living my dream life. I just went, I keep saying it, but I do love it. I do love it. I love that you're not waiting to live the life of your dreams. Why wait? Don't wait. Don't wait. Don't wait at all. All right, let's continue on with these victories. Tiffany got over 20,000 steps a day while on a solo vacation to the beach. Set myself up for success with food that I stocked. I used to do that too. I'd go on my hikes and I'd only bring the food I wanted to eat. It's hard to overeat when you only got what you got. I used to even leave my wallet back so I couldn't buy things on the way too. It's amazing how well that works. Great job. Great job. All right. I'm in the process of training for my first marathon. Completed my peak workout this Saturday and now starting the taper. Enjoy the taper. Take it seriously. Going better than I ever thought I would. Congratulations. Congratulations on this next chapter. It's going to be a good one. That's a different vibe. But you know what? We're going to rock it. We're going to rock this vibe. Ran my first 5K in 2 years, Bert. I saw that. The Dolly Parton one. Great job. Isn't it fun? And you're just getting started, man. You're just getting started all the things you're going to do. I'm so proud of you with the changes you've made in your life, taking ownership, making some hard-ass decisions to take care of yourself and to move towards the body and life of your dreams. The life of your dreams. That's really the most important part. It's not just about the body. Who wants to live in the body of the dreams in the life of not their dreams? Honestly, I'd rather live in the life of my dreams without the body if we had to make me pick, but to have both, so great job being true to yourself. Listen to me every day in some way, 3 times a day. It's my new commitment to myself. Listen and learn every day. I journaled, and I guess I jumped in entrepreneurship and created a post. Yes, I'm talking more in my entrepreneur group. I think we're going to make some entrepreneur little side group here because I need it. And it's like, well, why not use the community itself to form it? Great job. Lexi, Tough Mudder completed. Yes. 8 out of 12 obstacles 2 weekends ago. Then followed up with a 13.1 Indy Mini Marathon on Saturday. Was I slow? Yep. But did I finish? Also, yep. Congratulations. Congratulations on that. Great job. Took your advice and ordered a new outfit for upcoming trip. Was so happy. Surprised to find it too big. Top and bottom. Go me. Congratulations on clothes being too big. Congratulations on that. Enter Tutopia. Love it. And yes. Welcome to Tutopia. Here's the cool thing. If you've made it this far, you can make it to Wonderland. The only difference between making it to Tutopia and Wonderland, it's just time. It's just time. And you just keep doing what you're doing and you're going to make it. And keep hanging out the guild, keep doing the daily listening, keep staying focused, keep staying grounded, get back up every time you fall down, and you're going to make it, Kathy. You're going to make it. Like, I know you are. If you don't quit, that's just it. If you don't quit, you're going to make it. And just keep working the process. Keep staying connected. Don't lose your focus. We'll help get you there. We'll support and encourage you the entire way there. Had an average step count of 8,626 steps per day this week. Slowly moving my step count up to 10,000 steps. That's how it's done. You just slowly and steadily keep raising the bar again and again and again and again. That is how it is done. Left food on the plate. Took home leftovers, even though the food was delicious, because I noticed I wasn't hungry. That's the part I like. You were present, you were noticing, you were paying attention, and you made a difference to how you're eating. Lost 8 kilos. That's 16 pounds or something. Wait, no, let me see. 8 times 2.2. 17.6 pounds for my American units. Congratulations, Cindy. Congratulations. Sawyer, down 20 pounds since January, back in running half marathon in 5 weeks. Yes, you can do hard things. Yes, you can. Been working. Oh, hold on. Wait. This is it. It's the clap. All right. Been working on increasing my steps since starting the guild. Started off an average of 5,000 a day, and now over 10,000 for 3 weeks, even last week when I had to work on it. Yes. Great job. I love that. Steadily raising the bar, showing up for yourself again and again and again. That's how you do it. Trying to secure time for Chicago in August. Oh, yes, it's coming. It's coming this week. Dates are coming. Come. Chicago is an amazing event. It's an amazing event every year, and it's so great to meet everybody. I love meeting you. I love watching you all meet each other. The 5K is just such a wonderful event. The hike we do on Thursday night is a wonderful event. I'd love to have you see there. All right, let's see. Currently on day 6 of the 5-pound challenge and already did 2 workouts. Congratulations. Including playing soccer yesterday, I did the scale. Notice I gained 2 pounds. You don't worry about that, because if you just suddenly increase, that could be inflammation. You just keep going, see what happens. And when you're done, you come on over to the guild. I'll give you this program for a whole year. Fiance bought me a candy bar back from the gas station. I proceeded to open it and chuck it out the window. I think it's funny when people tell me their story of throwing food out the window from a moving vehicle, because I still remember doing that myself. Didn't buy ice cream this week. All right, we got to move. Music's running out. All right, let's see. It was a good week of finding happiness and new coping skills. Oh, I'm so glad you tried the stuff we talked about on Friday. It gets better. It gets better. I promise. You just keep showing up. Any other wins? Had a meetup. Oh, I saw that, Anna. Had a meetup yesterday and did a 5K with the newer Guildie. Thank you so much for supporting, encouraging, and I'm so glad you're part of this community. Great job, and I'm so glad to see the pictures and such shared from that. Hitting water goal, creating new sleep habits. We got to go quick. We're running out of time. Almost there. Let's see. Oh, we made it. All right, last one. Kept my promise to work out at least 3 times and ended up working out 5 times. Congratulations for over-delivering for yourself. You can always over-deliver. Over-delivering is always an option. Always an option. Y'all, thanks so much for sharing your wins in the comments. Thanks so much for letting us celebrate with you. It was just, it's a delight. You know, I don't know that we'll do this every week. We're going to do it a bunch of weeks, though. I like to let them build up. And it kind of, you know, I try to show up to these authentically. And sometimes I got to be honest, my mood's a little down, you know, because I'm a human with feelings. And I've actually, the weeks where I've shown up and I've been in my feels and it's been hard, people have told me they like that because it feels, I know, I mean, I'm doing it because I want people to feel validated. But today I'm in a good mood. Actually, I've been in a good mood. I'm feeling a lot better. I was talking about it in the Guild Warrior Pack, kind of downloading a little bit what I've been going through some. So if you're curious about that, head on over to the Guild. You can go to the Guild Warrior Pack. So actually, speaking of which, if you're wanting to join the Guild Warrior Pack, go to Guild Resources in the Guild and click on Guild Marco Polo Groups. And down here, you will find all of them, but you'll find the general chat, which is the Guild Warrior Pack. I'd love to have you come be a part of it. It is a Guild-only Marco Polo group. And also, don't forget to check. We have several other specialty groups that we'd love to have you come join. We do have 2 for 2 different professions, because healthcare and education have some very unique lifestyle challenges that seem to be pretty consistent throughout that industry. And then we have a couple other age groups and gender. So we'd love to hop in there, get connected, and yeah. Also, don't forget you can join my Sharecast. So if you just want to get access to that, you can be a part of that one. And don't forget to take a gander through the Guild Resources. But I thought we'd look at some of the, while we're talking about some of the victories. I did see, there's been some great wins shared in the Guild this week, but the one that we called out that I said I wanted to circle around and find, there's 2 that stood out to me. So this one from Dale, I'm really glad that y'all did this together. I'm really excited for Dale on this one. And I'm excited that there was support. And then I was also wanted to call out, there it is, Victoria. I saw this post. I just got so excited to see you doing this, because I know this is you getting out there, change your life. And look at that, 37,000 steps. That is a lot of stepping. That's a lot of stepping. So, all right, let's see. How are we on time? Oh, we're doing good. All right, so now let's get to the topic that I wanted to talk about. Spirituality and weight loss. When I say spirituality, I don't mean religion. I know for some people that means religion. And I have sort of a mixed, I tend to waffle back and forth, in both my content, but also even in the community of the place of religion and spirituality for people. And we don't want it to become, it can be a triggering topic for people, because sometimes people just get my way's right, your way's wrong. What if there are just many doors that open to the same place? I don't know. Weird notion. But I also just look at it as it's important that you find something that works for you. Something that gives you a sense of purpose, a connection to something bigger than yourself. But also, when I think of spirituality and how it helps with the weight loss journey, I'm thinking of something very different, not religion. And so a little bit about my background, where I'm at in my spirituality, because I figure, if I'm going to return to the path, I think as I do it this time, I'm going to be a little less bashful about where I sit, because I've been bashful about it. I was raised Mormon, very, very Mormon. I've talked about this many times. I was as orthodox as you come, and until my late 20s, almost 30. It was right around between 28 and 31 is sort of my transition out. It was a long time. And then I set off on a path to just find things. And I'm still on the journey. I'm still on the path. I'm still trying to figure things out. I'm not done. But on the path, I discovered something, that understanding the nature of self and understanding the nature of reality and understanding life itself is not the same thing as religion and the afterlife. I began to actually separate those two. I used to have them all completely linked. And through this journey, I discovered Zen. And which is I guess you could say, a subsect of Buddhism. I've even been learning about the history of Zen and where it comes from. And now when I say Zen, I'm not talking about the commercialized Zen. I'm talking about something a little different. What I like about Zen is it has nothing really to teach, and yet it has everything to explain. And so I'm always, it's a wonderful, beautiful philosophy. And when I discovered people that teach Zen, Alan Watts being the first person that introduced me to it, he's dead. It's his lectures online. I found it to be tremendously comforting for me. And I also found it to be tremendously familiar, because on my weight loss journey, I discovered the power of being in the present, being in the day that I'm in. I realized that for me to find and obtain the body and life of my dreams, I needed to be consistent. And the best way to be consistent was to handle the day I'm in. I'm going to move the camera a little. Was to be in the day that I'm in. And those of you doing the daily listening program, you've seen how I've actually now baked this into the coaching, making it a core tenet of how I'm approaching it. Because if you don't stay and live in the day you're in, it's going to be hard to make it to the end of the journey. Because the best way to have a good tomorrow is to have a great today. That's the best way. And that meant I had to learn how to be fully present in the moment. I had to let the past be the past and let the future be the future, and live here and live now. But the thing about living here and living now is I must accept what is. I would often in the past find myself not liking my present reality and wishing I was somewhere else, wishing I was at a different place in time, wishing I could be in the past, or wishing I could be in the future, but not accepting that I am here, that I am now. And that's really important. Really important. And so I don't normally read stuff from this. I mean, publicly. Because I know some people, they're going to be yeah, this isn't my thing. So that's what I want to be clear. I thought that Zen was like a religion. It's not. It's a philosophy. Religion can perfectly coexist with it. It can coexist just fine, because that's, well, let me just kind of read this. Where do I want to jump in? We'll jump in right here. You strive for a perfect faith in order to save yourself, but it will take time to attain such a perfect faith. You will be involved in an idealistic practice. In constantly seeking to actualize your ideal, you'll have no time for composure. But if you're always prepared for accepting everything we see as something appearing from nothing, knowing that there is some reason why a phenomenal existence of such and such form and colors appear, then at that moment you will have perfect composure. I'm going to pause and explain some things as we go. When you have a headache, there is some reason why you have a headache. If you know why you have a headache, you will feel better. But if you do not know why, you may say, oh, I have a terrible headache. Maybe it is because of my bad practice. If my meditation or Zen practice were better, I wouldn't have this kind of trouble. If you understand conditions in this way, you will not have perfect faith in yourself or in your practice until you attain perfection. You will be so busy trying that I'm afraid that you will have no time to attain perfect practice. So you may have to keep your headache all the time. This is a rather silly kind of practice. This kind of practice will not work. But if you believe in something which exists before you had the headache, if you know the reason why you have the headache, then you will feel better, naturally. To have a headache will be all right because you are healthy enough to have a headache. If you have a stomach ache, your stomach ache is healthy enough to have pain. But if your stomach becomes accustomed to its poor condition, you will have no pain. That is awful. You will be coming to the end of your life from your stomach trouble. There's many things I take away from that. But one of the things I've had to realize is staying in the present sometimes is difficult because the present is not comfortable. Sometimes it's unpleasant. I went through a divorce. There have been some unpleasant days. Been some unpleasant moments that kind of persisted, and I didn't have any sense of how it was going to go away. And I would think like something is wrong. But in truth, nothing is wrong. Nothing is wrong. I was journaling this weekend, really trying to find my way, I guess. I'm trying to get back to the path. And I wrote something that really was important to me. Oh, no, that's the wrong one. It's here. Yeah. I must see the reality of my life, of the situation of the present. What is? What I know is this. I was married, and now I'm divorced. I was with one partner, now I am not. The life I was moving towards never happened. I did not lose anything that was real. I only lost the potential. I was attached to this potential. I was attached to the life I was living. I lost something I was attached to. Losing what I was attached to created pain. Holding on to what is not is creating pain. Holding on to what is not will rob of what is of my full attention, and I do not want this. I want to give my full attention to what is here. That is it. I have been splitting my focus and energy onto that which I have no control. By doing this, I am not fully present. This is okay. This is what has been. I must accept what has been. I may choose another path. I may choose to bring my full focus to what I am doing. When I felt my most at peace, I had a practice, a simple philosophy. Be where I am, do what I am doing. I must return to being present in my own life. I must enter Zen from here. I know that doing this will result in me letting go of what was. I will find the peace I desire for my heart once I accept the reality of my life. I don't need to do anything. I need to cease doing something. That something is clinging to what is not possible. I must allow the world to be and stop wishing it was something else. I must stop seeking to know things. Things are as they are. I can look and see what is in front of me. I can accept what is without resistance. I must love the pain. I must be grateful for it. It is life. I have lived life. There is much to be grateful for. In truth, I could not be where I am if I had not gone through what I went through. I love and accept my present. I must recognize I went through my past to get here. This is a feeling I'm not sure I've had. I think I got swallowed up in my pain. This is odd. I think I have been worried about what I will lose. However, there is always something on the other side. I am here now, right now. There are no problems. Any problems can be worked through. My life is here and now. I am alive. This is what helped me get through the hardest times of life. It's okay that life was hard. It's okay that I needed to process. It's okay that I needed to let go. While you're practicing Zazen, you may hear the rain dropping from the roof in the dark. Later, the wonderful mist will be coming through the big trees, and still later, when people start to work, they will see the beautiful mountains. Some people will be annoyed if they hear the rain when they are lying in their beds in the morning, because they do not know that later they will see the beautiful sun rising from the east. If our mind is concentrated on ourselves, we will have this kind of worry. But if we accept ourselves as the embodiment of truth, or Buddha nature, we will have no worry. We will think, now it is raining. But we don't know what will happen in the next moment. By the time we go out, it may be a beautiful day or a stormy day. Since we don't know, let's appreciate the sound of the rain now. This kind of attitude is the right attitude. If you understand yourself as a temporal embodiment of the truth, you will have no difficulty whatsoever. You will appreciate your surroundings, and you will appreciate yourself as a wonderful part of Buddha's great activity, even in the midst of difficulties. This is our way of life. And that's what I've realized. I knew this, but I wasn't allowing myself to appreciate fully the things I was experiencing, the pain, the hard times. I was wishing I was somewhere else, doing something else, living something else. And that's okay. That's okay. But this makes it hard to move forward. Now, this is a weight loss thing. How does this tie in with weight loss? Well, because I must address my weight gaining problem. And my weight gaining problem came because I would emotionally eat. And I would emotionally eat because my heart was wanting to use food. And yeah, I should learn new coping strategies. But also, I could learn to have things not affect me by changing my philosophy, by changing my worldview, changing how I see myself, changing how I see the hard things in life. By doing that, I can find myself finding more peace. Although everything has Buddha nature, we love flowers, and we do not care for weeds. This is true of human nature, but that we are attached to some beauty is itself Buddha's activity. That we do not care for weeds is also Buddha's activity. We should know that if you know that, it is all right to attach to something. If it is Buddha's attachment, that is non-attachment. So in love, there should be hate, or non-attachment. And in hate, there should be love, or acceptance. Love and hate are one thing. We should not attach to love alone. We should accept hate. We should accept weeds despite how we feel about them. If you do not care for them, do not love them. If you love them, then love them. Usually you criticize yourself for being unfair to your surroundings. You criticize your unaccepting attitude, but there is a very subtle difference between the usual way of accepting and our way of accepting things, although they may seem exactly the same. We have been taught that there is no gap between nighttime and daytime, no gap between you and I. This means oneness. But we do not emphasize even oneness. If it is one, there is no need to emphasize one. To learn something is to know yourself. And I started realizing I was not allowing myself to love everything anymore. I stopped. I felt pain of loss. Emotionally, we have many problems, but these problems are not actual problems. They are something created. They are problems pointed out by our self-centered ideas or views. Because we point out something, there are problems, but actually, it is not possible to point out anything in particular. Happiness is sorrow, sorrow is happiness. There is happiness in difficulty, difficulty in happiness. Even though the ways we feel are different, they are not really different. In essence, they are the same. That is the true understanding transmitted from Buddha to us. I'm alive. The pain I've been feeling is just as beautiful as the joy that I was feeling before and the joy that I'm feeling now and the pain I'll feel in the future. I'm alive. The rain that comes brings a beautiful rainbow. That's okay. And that's what I've been having to remember, is that it's okay if things aren't okay. I stopped reminding myself of that because the pain got pretty great. Attachment leads to pain. That's okay. I chose to be attached. I chose knowing that I ran the risk of pain. Not the risk, but the guarantee. You just don't know when or how it's going to show up. And I had to accept what is. And that means accepting that I was attached and now I'm going through pain and it is okay. And it is how the process works. And I must accept the process as it is, not wishing it were something different. I was hit with massive anxiety last month for reasons. And my therapist kept reminding me something that I already know, but I needed to be reminded all the same. Today I'm being visited by anxiety, she told me to say. Just say, I am being visited by it. Don't tell myself I shouldn't be feeling it. Just be feeling it. And I knew that. I know that. But I didn't want to be feeling it. And so I would tell myself I shouldn't. And what you resist persists. And so I would be left in emotional turmoil that I was aggravating by resisting. I was getting anxiety about being anxious. But now I'm finding myself wanting to return to the view that I had, realizing that I never lost it. I never left it. I just had some things to learn. And that's okay. What do you take away from this? I'm not sure. I guess you'll take away whatever you need. But being here, being now, in this moment, and looking around in this very instant, nothing is happening that is causing me a problem. I find that usually the present moment I can handle without any problems. I can handle it without any problems, the present moment. So I need to return to the present again and stay here. And just enjoy being alive. And stop trying to make all the future happen now. And stop trying to make others be something. Stop wishing others would say something different, treat me different, act different. It's important to me to accept people just as they are. And I hadn't been doing that fully. I'd also gotten caught up in worrying about what people would think. Despite the fact I generally don't care. But I found myself caring. And yet, again, as I found myself caring what other people think, I found myself caring about something over which I have no control, which only made me feel bad. But when I go back to saying, people are as they are, they do as they do, life is as it is, and I stop trying to wish or control that it was something other than it is, I feel better. I can control myself. I can respond to my thoughts. I can listen to my feelings. I can direct the focus of my mind. I can do all these things. These are in my control. But the truth is, there's so little that is actually in my control. Actually. Very little. Very, very little. I have influence over a lot of things, but not control. And I think the last several months I've forgotten that. I drifted into seeking and wishing to have control over that which I only have influence or that which I have no control. And that made me very anxious and very worried. And I've needed to learn that lesson again, I guess. I kind of wish I'd have just read it from a book or took a class, but I guess I needed to learn it the hard way. I've realized that I've known this. I'm no different than anybody else. There are some things in life I'm just going to need to learn it the hard way. And some things I'm going to need to learn the hard way multiple times. And that's not bad. That's just my path. Fall down 7 times, get up 8. Don't ever stop. Just keep on keeping on. Thanks for coming to the weekly live stream here on YouTube. It's so good to see you. Enjoy talking with you. Enjoy chatting with you. Thanks for sharing your wins. Thanks for sharing your victories. Go crush your weight loss goals this week. If you're in the guild, keep doing the daily listening challenge. Stay focused. Stay in the day you're in. Don't lose sight. Stay here. Stay now. Those of you that aren't in the guild and you're thinking about it, I'd love to have you be a part of it. But if you haven't, you can always do my Kickstart program, my free daily coaching program. Take you through about almost 3 weeks. Daily coaching, get you jump started on your journey. If you're not part of the guild and you need some more information, check out the Becoming Thin podcast. New episodes on every Friday. Going to every other week now, though. And of course, I'm here every week, wherever I can be, to help you become thin, healthy, happy, and in shape. Not one of them, not 2 of them, not 3 of them, but all 4 of them. I want you to get all these. You deserve it. You deserve to be thin, healthy, happy, and in shape. And most importantly of all, you deserve to love yourself just as you are now. You deserve to love your life just as it is now. And no matter how bad things get, I promise, if you just keep going, it'll eventually get better. It'll eventually get better. Lean into your communities, lean into other people for support. I would not have gotten through the last 6 months without the people in my life. I would not. See y'all next week.